Hi, this is Matthew from Successful Iraqis in America. Of course, after I uploaded the last two videos on YouTube, thank you all guys for your great support and those really great questions. Now, I'm trying to answer the two most common questions. I received many questions, but those questions are important. And now I want to help all my YouTube channel subscribers with deciding how can they take advantage of the stock crash and what to do now. So the two most common questions, what were those two most common questions? Is how to buy, when to buy, and what to buy. Okay, let's go step by step. Let's make it simple. I don't want to make it complex and use all those words and make it sound like, oh, I cannot understand. Let's make it simple. Let's give an easy example. Let's just imagine that. Imagine there was a stock, any stock, random. That stock was, let's say, worth $80, and 2, 3, 6 months later it went to $90, and then maybe a year later that stock value went up to $100. Wow, awesome, right? And suddenly the market crashed, like what happened a few weeks ago, right? The market crashed, that stock started losing its value. It went down from 100 to 80 to 70 to 30, blah, blah, it just kept crashing. Now the question is, when should I buy? Where's the bottom? Here's a problem. No one knows where the bottom is, right? I don't know where the bottom is. No one knows. So your question is, so when should I buy? How? Okay, let's give an example now. We said that stock was worth $100 and then it started crashing. Well, let's say, for instance, I wanted to invest, let's say, $10,000, right? I just had $10,000 cash and I want to invest those $10,000. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to use all those $10,000 once and just purchase at that moment. I'm going to split that 10,000 to, let's say, for instance, 10 pieces. 1,000, 10,000. And what I'm going to do, because I don't know where the bottom is. Let's say that stock hit $40. From 100 to 40. Wow, that's a good price. Let's say I put only 1K. Will it crash more? Maybe, maybe not. Let's say it crashed more and hit $35 per stock. Guess what? I'm going to put another K. It crashed more, $30 per stock. Guess what? I'm going to put another K. Now, I didn't put my K only when it was 40 or only when it was 30 because I don't know when the bottom is. So I'm going to split my money over the bottom. So let's say it was 40, it was 35, it was 30, it was 25, 30 again, 35 again. So guess what? We purchased over the bottom. So we didn't purchase only here or only there because we didn't know where the bottom is. But I split my money for, let's say, 2 months period or 3 months period, right? So what happened is that the average cost of the stock I purchased was, instead of buying when it was $100, I bought it around the bottom. So the average, let's say, was about $35. So was that the lowest? No, because no one knows where the bottom is. But guess what? Buying it for $35 was much better than who bought it when it was $100 or $90, right? How long will it take you to get your money back or double? Comparing to the guy who purchased the stock and it was still holding it when it was $100. It's going to hit 35 maybe 6 months later or a year later. Well, guess what? It's going to hit $60 again. I'm not waiting for it to hit $100, but 60 is not that far, by the way. And guess what? When you purchase it over the bottom and you purchase it for $35, the average cost was, and when it hits 60,000 or 70,000, guess what? Your money's going to double easily. You don't need to wait until it hits 100. So for me, that's my strategy. That's when I'm going to buy. Because I don't know when and where the bottom is, but that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Now the other question is, you ask when to buy, how to buy, now what to buy. Okay, that's a complex question. And I'm not responsible to tell you buy this, buy this, buy that. Because I wouldn't be responsible if you lose money on that stock. I should not tell you what to buy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to buy. This is my opinion. If you want to follow it, it's up to you. I like that, but I'm not telling you what to buy and what to not buy. So what I'm going to do is the following. the two things I'm focusing on in general, I mean, there are many stocks, of course, but the two things I'm focusing on are the oil stock market, like, Shell, ExxonMobil, all those oil companies. Why? Okay, most of those stocks lost about 70 to 80% of their value, right? They lost a lot. So let's say one of them, maybe Shell or ExxonMobil, let's say it was $100 or $110 before the market crashed. It crashed and hit almost $20 or $25. That means it lost about 75% of its value. Okay, is that going to be the bottom? We don't know. But guess what? If you bought it when it was $25, and if you bought a little bit more when it was $30, and if you bought more when it was $20, the average is going to be $25. Now with the coronavirus, not that many vehicles in the street, not that many planes flying, we don't know. I mean, oil is less used now. That's why those economies are losing. But will it continue like that? Imagine 6 months or a year from now, when we'll see the traffic come back to normal, the flights go everywhere around the world, all the ship and the cruise will start moving. Will that oil price stay down where it was now, like $10 or $50? No. Is that stock value going to continue like down $20 and $25? I don't want it to go back to 110 again, but guess what? Is it going to go back to $40 and $50 again? Obviously, I mean, vehicles, I know people are moving to electric, but that needs 10 to 20 years. Obviously, it's going to hit $40 and $50 not a long time from now. So if you purchase it when it's 20 or 25 and it hits $40 or $50, guess what? You double your cash in about 6 months or a year. So that's what I'm going to do. That's my opinion. There's another company like Boeing, for instance. I mean, we all know Boeing. Boeing is not like those small, tiny companies that nobody cares. I know some of you is going to say the 737 issue and other issues, less flights today. I know that. But guess what? That stock was worth $450 before the market crashed. After the crash, it went down to almost $100. It lost more than 75% of its value. That stock is not going to go away. That company is not going to disappear. The federal government is going to support it, and we know that. So it's going to go back. How long does it take? I don't know. Is that the bottom $100? We don't know. But if we invest in that stock now, and I don't need it to go back to $450 again, but in 1 year, you think the stock will go back to 200, half its value? The federal government's going to support it. It's not going to disappear. That's my opinion. So if you have any other questions, please write your comments down below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and have a good day.